You're a good shot. We could use someone like you here.
Check sectors 6, 7, and 11. Quick! The assault on HQ is a diversion.
Copy that.
Tell Nor to stand by. Dektiarov, Commander of the Corps. I appreciate your help against the Monolithians.
Skiff.
I've heard about you, and the folks you roll with. Don't beat around the bush, Skiff. Every minute I'm here means one less dead Monolithian. What do you want?
What's the situation in Pripyat?
Grim. But you can see that for yourself.
What's the Corps doing here?
We're securing the area. The Palace of Culture is the last outpost where my men can rest and resupply in Pripyat. Why are you here?
I'm looking for the entrance to the Pripyat Underground.
Don't expect any assistance from the Corps. I'm aware of what you and your associates are after. We won't allow it.
Is that a threat?
Yes. Your involvement might have saved a couple of my men, so you're permitted to stay in my town and camp for now. However, if you keep digging around, I'll treat you just like any Monolithian. I've said my piece.
Sector 6, clear.
We shouldn't have left. It's our town.
Sector 11, clear.
No one's town. Belongs to the dead, and I'm not gonna join them. Leaving
Sector
for
7,
Yanni
we have got an
excellent
issue.
decision.
Windmill's gone silent.
Oh, yeah?
Dispatching the
Where are
squad.
we gonna run when they kick us out of Yanni? To the Cordon? Or maybe straight to the mainland? I didn't join the Corps to be on the run all the time.
And I didn't join up to get killed by the monolith. We've got orders from Degi, and they don't say anything about dying for Pripyat. I don't have much stuff, as you can probably guess. We took all we could to Yaniv, and the rest, well, see for yourself. Just don't mention it to Degi. He wouldn't approve selling our stuff to a Stalker. But you know, every bullet counts in Pripyat, so I'm just saving the life of a fellow human being. For a little donation, of course.
Tell me about Energetic Palace of Culture.
We are the vanguard here. Sounds nice, right? Well, it ain't as pretty as what we gotta do here. But someone has to keep an eye on Pripyat while Degi is away. Besides, now that we are trying to take the town back, we need to know how many Monolithians we've got on our hands, where they're hiding, and what they're up to. So we're kinda scouts, kinda engineers, but most of the time we're just sorry-ass bastards who are dumb enough to take the job. But Degi's right. Who else, if not us? I don't have much, but you're welcome to take a look. Come by.
You know, I'm actually glad you're here, Loner. I dreamed about Pripyat for a long time, while I was stuck over in garbage. I thought I could dig up something mind-blowing, and I did. Fuck it, man. I was there with Degi when we found you-know-what. And I know I can't study it. I can't do anything with it, but you can. You never made Degi any promises. You're one lucky son of a bitch. Let's see. Come back soon.
a squad to Sector 8. Looks like an ambush. And keep a close eye on the Stalker. Skiff, come in. Scar wants to discuss our next move with you. Sending you the coordinates. Hurry up.
Hold them down! I need to reload! Bring the enemy down!
I'll kill you. Come here.
Rome squad. Never made it back.
At all costs. That's what Scar said, China.
Looks like we're up next, then.
It's good to have you with us, Stalker. Our numbers are dwindling.
What's the situation? Are we holding our ground?
Barely. The core and Monolith are at each other's throats. It'll keep them busy. But the moment either of them gains the upper hand, they'll turn their attention to us. The Ward hasn't gone anywhere either. It's a race against the clock. A race against everything. Aside from that, it's the same old story. Scar's awfully calm.
What's your take on Scar's plan?
No matter what happens, we're heading in the right direction. Even if not everyone makes it to the finish line. Safe travels.
I'm the sole survivor of my old squad, but I know we'll meet again in the Shining Zone.
I never imagined a city could be so utterly dead. It's as if it were once a living thing, and now it's giving you the empty stare.
We've lost too many. But we'll meet again in the Shining Zone. Stock up on supplies. Traveling light won't get you there. I've fixed work. I'll see you around.
I hadn't seen you in action before the Foundation, but now I see why Scar puts his trust in you. Looks like you've gone through a fair bit of ammo. Stock up while we're both here. Might come in handy. All my good...
There's nothing there, Scar.
Then we'll just keep searching until we find it.
And what if we don't? The city's swarming with monolithians, wardens, the core.
If everything in life was easy, why would we need faith? Deggy doesn't want to cooperate. He's like the blind dog in the manger. He won't eat the hay himself, and he won't let anyone else have it either.
There has to be another way. It's what the zone is all about.
You're a changed man, Richter.
It's all thanks to you, Skiff. You were right. If you believe in something greater than yourself, life no longer seems that unfair anymore. And neither does the zone. I'm not sure how this will all play out in the end, but I'll do my best to make amends for what I've done.
After all, regret is part of the darkness we're trying to leave behind. Among other things.
So, what's the plan now?
I've got 3 leads.
I already checked one. It's a dead end. Not to mention I narrowly escaped getting killed there.
And yet, your efforts were helpful to Skiff. Everything happens for a reason, you see. Now, we are left with 2 options, the Prometheus and the Laundromat.
The Prometheus? What's in there?
A long time ago, they stashed an archive of military facility blueprints there, including maps of the underground area. At the very least, we might be able to help our friendly guide expand his collection of Pripyat maps.
What's inside the laundromat?
It was the HQ for the military forces involved in Operation Fairway. Don't bother asking about the specifics. They both have enough crap to think about as it is. However, there could be documents there related to a helicopter that was sent to locate the entrance to the underground area. Stingray 7, I think it was.
I'm ready to go.
The city is a death trap. Wherever you turn, you're gonna have to fight your way out. And that's if you're fortunate enough.
The hardest part is just before you win, isn't it?
You ain't getting it, Skiff. I'm dead serious. Pripyat was never a walk in the park, but now...
I'm not like your old group, Richter. I won't end up lost. Trust me. Trust the zone.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Let's get going. Keep me posted, all right?
Everyone was ready to tear each other apart. But now that you're here, I think everything's gonna be all right.
Do you believe Scar now? Do you believe in the Shining Zone?
I want to believe. Watching you two, I see what a man who truly believes can achieve. Whether it's the Shining Zone, immortality, or anything else. Once upon a time, I believed I could become a true guide. Now, thanks to you, I believe it again. See ya!
We need to get ahead of our enemies. Don't drag your feet.
I heard something.
I smell bullshit.
the exact coordinates for points B or C.
do my best. I'm not...
I knew you. I'll see you.
You made it in one piece.
Did you have a nice trip?
You gotta have more faith in me, Scar. Here, I found it.
See that guide? The zone is on our side. Let's see what we've got. Looks like this entire underground area is an old military facility called the Foundation. And there's more than one entrance. The Polisa Hotel and the Olympia Cafe. I reckon we shouldn't leave either one to our dear friends from the ward. Which means we're gonna have to split up. You can have first dibs, Skiff.
What's in store for me at the Polisa?
If our enemies beat us to it, you'll have a fight on your hands. But you love a good fight, don't you?
Tell me about the Olympia Cafe.
If I were one of our friends, I'd put a couple of snipers there. But you've got a knack for treading lightly, Skiff.
I'll go through the hotel.
I'll send my men to meet you there. Richter and I will take the second entrance. There's no way Korshunov can stop us this time.
Are you certain about this, Richter?
No. But you both keep telling me that faith isn't about certainty. I'll make sure they get to the spot. As for you, I never doubted you.
What's gonna happen after we get to the control center?
We'll pick up where we left off at Malachite. And this time, we'll see it through. We'll receive our instructions and purge all the darkness within us.
I've got it. Ready to move?
Let's do this. And brace yourself. The zone has the ultimate challenge in store for us. If you've got any unfinished business, you should probably wrap it up before we start down this path.
Prepare to engage. Come and get me! Ha! I know you're here somewhere.
I need cover!
Target lost. I need men. Moving into position. Cover me. Come and get me! Ha!
How did your rendezvous go, Skiff?
There were wardens here. But I avenged our men.
A good man, our new friend, reported that the warden pigs are already digging towards the Foundation. Get over there on the double. We'll meet you underground.
Something's not right. Something's not right. Something's not right.
hope you can hear me, Skiff. Korshunkov's already in the main hall. They're just waiting for the new control unit. I'll do what I can, but please, don't try to charge in head-on. You'll just get yourself killed. Use the video surveillance room on the second floor. I'll open it for you. I have the means to do it.
You made it, Skiff. Come on, let's move. Did you hear Dalin? They want to destroy the zone. We can't let that happen.
What about Scar?
He's taken another way. We'll be okay on our own. Hurry up.
Why the hell are you stalling? You just need to disconnect one stupid device and connect another in its place. It's no more difficult than changing batteries.
Don't push me, Colonel. This equipment hasn't been maintained in a long time. We need to be extremely careful. Otherwise...
Darling, don't act up. This ragtag bunch can't get to the generators on foot. So what was the point of opening up X-11? Just do this, and soon the name Dmitro will echo round the world. We need someone we can all trust to get those fucking hoops spinning. And we both know that representative isn't an option.
But my father...
Your father's dead! He's gone! I saw them boiling in those pods with my own eyes. The goddamn physiograph is just a fucking talking TV mess!
It's hard to believe, but subtle matter is real, Colonel. I know it!
You're not a scientist, you're just a lousy piece of shit.
Oh yeah? Fuck you!
Skiff, dependent. You got it? Here. Who are you?
We are the result of an experiment, ended creating a super consciousness called sea consciousness.
Father.
According to our calculations, Earth is surrounded by a special informational field, the so-called noosphere. It links all sentient inhabitants of the planet and stores their mental images.
What's the true scientist rule?
Our main goal was to make small adjustments to the noosphere, allowing us to remove things like anger, cruelty, greed, and other negative factors from the planet.
Dad, like you said, what's the true rule of a scientist?
Individuals are unable to affect the noosphere.
Be quiet.
But sea consciousness could.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! It must be erased, destroyed, eradicated. I want it wiped out forever, without a trace, without pity! Skip!
Dig deeper, darling. Dig deeper, son.
It's all real. It's always been real. The miracles of the zone. Subtle matter. Eternal life within the noosphere. And I nearly destroyed it. Almost deprived humanity of its chance at immortality. I could have killed my own father.
But in the end, you didn't do any of that. You saw the truth just in the nick of time. And you made the right choice.
Yes. That much is true. But I came dangerously close to making the wrong one. I really meant well. I believed that I could make the future a little better. But Agatha's plan was never about the good of humanity, was it? All she wanted was total control. And if it wasn't for you, she would have achieved it. I don't know if I would have found the courage to get to the truth if you hadn't opened my eyes to it. Thank you for everything.
What do you intend to do now?
I'm going to talk to my father, for starters. For far too long, I was convinced this would never happen again. I've got a lot of questions, and a lot to apologize for. I just need to enhance the connection. The link is still unstable. I don't want to lose him again before I'm done. And after that, well, I suppose it depends on you. You and Scholar.
Seems I was almost late. What the hell were you and the ward trying to do here?
I was about to do something right for once in my life. And I would have died for it, if it weren't for you. And they were planning to replace the representative. Once they reconnected with the generators, they could use the X network and all that sea consciousness had created. They wanted to erase my father. By my hand. I don't know if Colonel found that small detail funny.
You made the Shining possible. You've played your part. Now Scar and I need to finish what your father set in motion.
It's still very dangerous out there. However, if you succeed, if it all goes according to plan, all these deaths, the Wardens, Spark, Noontide, ordinary Stalkers, they'll all be undone. Humanity will finally attain the life it deserves. A life without pain, without death, without hate. It's a risk worth taking.
Maybe, after the Shining, great experiments will finally be performed without casualties.
Sounds like a promising future. Best of luck to you. See you in the new reality.
At last. I was afraid I wouldn't make it in time.
Greetings, Skiff. The last time you conversed with a representative of Sea Consciousness, it was comprised of all its members. Thanks to your assistance, I can finally speak for myself. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Valentine Darling, the leader of the team responsible for making contact with the Noosphere. In 2006, I refused to follow the regulatory board's orders and became one of those who created the zone by mistake. I'm sure you've accumulated quite a few questions since our last encounter.
We've come so far, but I still don't understand how you've been carrying out your plan all this time.
In the disaster of 2006, Sea Consciousness took control of the X network and anomalous energy. Later, we created the monolith and the agents. But there were those who helped us from the beginning.
Korshunov told me about your agents. He claimed they pose a threat to the mainland. What's their true purpose?
Everything we created has served one purpose: the successful realization of the Shining in the future. The creation of agents has been fully justified. Thanks to them, you're on our side. Unfortunately, after Strelok deactivated the Basi installation, we lost contact with the zone for a while, so we had no control over the agents who decided to leave the zone. Don't think they haven't been rewarded for their efforts. We've given them a reason to live, Skiff. A higher purpose.
What about Strelok?
There was a glitch in the programming. Strelok went against his program. With the help of Dr. Kaimanov, who betrayed us once, he managed to get to the monolith control unit. We invited him to join us in the 8th pod. A mistake that might otherwise have cost us our lives. Because he chose to destroy us instead.
Not a mistake. The zone's providence. You never died. You became pioneers of the truth. Guides to eternity.
How did you get mixed up in all this anyway, Scar?
The Spark Science Task Group has always worked for the scientists. They studied the zone, while I believed in its mysterious destiny. Once I heard the Shining Zone legend, I started looking for its manifestations even in the most remote and dangerous places. And found Orbita. Talked to Topol, who's dead. Just like you talked to Strider. Later, Ozerski and I did everything we could to restore the X-17 visiograph and find out whether it's possible that the Sea Consciousness scientists survived. As you can see, I was right all along. Now you're on our side. The Zone's providence has always shown us the right path.
And who's been helping you all this time?
We weren't the only ones who went up against the regulatory board. After Project X was frozen, some of our former employees decided to continue research under our guidance. They called themselves MDST. When Strelok shot our bodies, and destroyed one of the X Network's central nodes. We continued to exist in the noosphere, but lost our connection to the zone and the ability to interfere. The Monolith program, X Network, and related laboratories whose functioning was ensured by C consciousness stopped for 10 years. Only the agent's programming survived.
Until you brought Alpha to Circa. And until I ignorantly reactivated the system from the X-11 lab. But it turned out that we were fortunate.
That's all I wanted to know.
Do you have any more questions, or are you ready to proceed with the Shining Plan?
I've heard about induced illusions being part of the Stalker program. I wasn't completely sure if subtle matter was real or if you were just a holographic projection.
The Stalker program does indeed exist, but its function differs from what you might imagine. It doesn't generate illusions, but rather enables the exchange of data with the noosphere. This is what made our communication possible.
So at some point, you decided to go against the regulatory board. Why?
The regulatory board, a group of influential people behind Project X, wanted to use our work to gain control over the noosphere with the help of a generator's network all over the planet. But they wanted it only for themselves. We couldn't let that happen. As long as there is darkness in humanity, there will be people like them. Our original plan was to remove this darkness. That's how C consciousness came into being. During the experiment, there was a breakdown, and the noosphere energy rushed to the Earth, creating an anomalous zone. Thanks to it, we got new opportunities and developed the Shining Project.
What do I need to do to make sure the Shining becomes a reality?
First, we need to restore the connection between the center and the generators. It can only be done manually at the generators, so you'll have to make your way there through the Dead Valley. I'll do my best to teleport you as close as possible, but the teleportation system is currently unstable, so you'll need an experimental Project X suit. I'll give you the coordinates. Once the connection is restored, we'll need another piece of the puzzle. A mediator, a human being, who will act as an intermediary between the zone and the noosphere.
To restore communication between the center and the generators, I'll have to cross Dead Valley. How do I do that?
Now that the navigator is operational, the emissions in the Dead Valley are becoming more frequent. The entire zone is in flux. New anomalies are emerging everywhere, and secure routes are vanishing. Only the Shining has the power to reverse this process. But fear not. The valley is only truly dangerous for the Ward and those who seek to destroy the zone. Not for you. Walk without fear, and you'll reach your destination. And be the first to witness real miracles.
Who's gonna become the mediator between the zone and the noosphere?
Bringing the Shining to life would be impossible without you, Skiff. However, the role of the mediator requires someone with Class 5 PC protection. A single person wouldn't have sufficed in the past, but now,
We see consciousness manifested as subtle matter. We can enhance the connection from the other side. Scar's mind exhibits an exceptional resistance to emissions. That's why the responsibility of resurrecting us falls on his shoulders. One might say, he was born for it.
I've always known.
We are on the verge of achieving our goal, and thanks to you, we can now attain it. No, please, leave. I'd like to speak to my son.
Hi, Dad.
The connection is incredibly unstable. I'm not even sure if my father can hear me.
I'll lend you a hand, Doctor. Ozerski taught me a few tricks. But soon, none of this will be necessary. You're going to meet him for real. I promise. You've always sought comprehensive answers to your questions, Skiff. You have them all now. I'm glad. I wonder if I could have pursued the truth as you did. Against all odds. If I hadn't known it from the start. To come this far without faith must have been an incredibly lonely journey for those who gained their faith at a great cost. The reward must be even greater. I'll stick around and make sure the doctor and the representative aren't disturbed.
More than anything, Richter wanted the Zone's forgiveness. But he never got it. What's his reward?
Once more, you refuse to accept anything you haven't witnessed firsthand. How could you be certain the Zone hasn't granted him forgiveness? Perhaps death was his ultimate redemption.
I'll go ahead and establish the connection between the center and the generators.
Go. And don't wander off the path.
I hadn't seen you in action before the Foundation. But now I see why Scott puts his trust in you. I'm not saying good...
We've lost too many. Stop. Up. I'll see you around. With...
Richter.
Looks like I really am your guardian angel. Don't worry, Skiff. We're in the Dead Valley, but we're still alive. Just don't give up, alright? Have faith. Looks like the weather is getting worse. You should go. Get down there. I'll be waiting for you further ahead.
This is the fucking life, right here.
How about another one? To the Scud-Offs.
Sure thing. We'll toss one back just like in the good old days. But to the Sultansk.
What else is there to do? It's either win or lose. That's just how it goes.
It wasn't in vain. None of it was ever in vain. I can rest easy now.
Okay? Look for burning fires. Near them, the missions aren't dangerous. Promise. Meet me at the destroyed convoy.
No, I've had enough. There was something I wanted to discuss.
You two, it's about time. Everything's gonna be all right now, guys.
Wow, this is a hell of an invention you've got here. You're a real scientist now.
Not backwards. Forwards is the spirit side. This moment now alone.
Sky, what's going on? Come in. Mutants. Got rid of them. Copy that. We're following you to the valley. Zenith 1, I'm over the generators. Quite beautiful here. And peaceful. I'm about to land. See background is fine. Hover there. Land when you see us. Sky, I see you. Code red, I repeat. Code red. What's up with those lights? An emission. Zenith 1, do you copy? I'm losing altitude. Turn around! Turn around! Immediately!
Well, that's it. I took you here, as promised. I did it.
I'm sorry it had to go down like this.
You've taught me what it means to believe. And look, I'm a true guide now, just like you promised. The zone is so beautiful, Skip. Now that I can see it for real, it's just breathtaking. Do what you gotta do, Skip. Once upon a time, I aspired to become a true guide. Now, thanks to you, I am one.
generators. The voices of the living cannot penetrate into the dead valley. Now, head to the communication node that connects to the Foundation and activate it. If all goes well, I'll join you shortly. Skiff, you've connected to the Foundation, and the representative has teleporters set up. Let's get the party started. I'm already there. Couldn't wait for backup. We must reach X7 as quickly as possible. Do me a favor. Head down to the teleporter room and provide cover for my men. They'll join us shortly. I don't want the Monolithians to stop them from witnessing the birth of the Shining Zone. Until you're ready.
I'm in position.
Good. We're coming. What the hell? What the fuck just happened? Skip, check the teleporter on your end.
It's rigged with explosives.
You chose to side with those fanatics. Now, you'll have to perish with them.
No, it was Strelok. He won't be causing any more trouble, though. He's dead.
No one in the zone dies for good, Skiff. Especially the legends. I'm heading to the neural laboratory. Come down and meet me there. The others should stay put in the teleporter room. We'll wrap this up together. You and I.
One more step. I'll help you however. I'll see you.
what's going on. Reloading.
Poor Scar. I knew him, Skiff. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. And now, how abhorred in my imagination it is. My gorge rises at it. Oh. Where be your jibes now? Your gambles? Your verses? Prithee, Skiff, tell me one thing. Do you think the representative looked of this fashion in the earth?
I guess.
And smelled so, huh? What a miserable end, Skiff. The representative dies. The representative is buried. The representative turns to dust. The dust to soil, the soil to clay. And who's to say that clay won't end up a stopper for a rusty rain barrel? Just to think, once he determined the destinies of all these stalkers. So this is why, in our own dreams, sometimes we see their memories. But the representative is alive. Only our enemies claim there is no life after death.
If that's the case, then there is no Shining Zone. Tagan, 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 ding, ding! If there is no Shining Zone, then all these lives were wasted in vain, Skiff. It's not true. Come on, kids! The Shining Zone ain't gonna find itself! Poor Stalker. Lost his arm, lost his head for this cause. Along with everything in it. You know, Skiff, I just had a funny idea. What if I changed my mind about entering the 8th pod? What if everything I've believed in, everything I've worked for, wasn't truly mine? What if it all belonged to someone else?
Can't afford to change your mind now. Not when we're on the verge of making the world a better place. We can cleanse it of all the filth and pain. Get rid of the darkness within us. Forget about the past, Scar. What does your previous goal matter now? Is there anything more important than the Shining Zone?
No, thank you. I needed to hear that. Now, we need to get past that blast door. Let's go. Such a small piece of lead. Yet what a hindrance it is on the journey to immortality for all mankind. And the elevator to X7 is out of commission too. You'll need to go restart it. Just make sure you don't catch a bullet from granite like I did. Where did they come from after all these years? Did the signal wake them up too?
Anything I can do about your injury? Do you need a med kit?
Don't worry. I've got it under control. I'll live to see the Shining Zone.
Granite? Who's that?
A hello from the past. Courtesy of the Colonel. He was in charge of a special unit called Granite Squad. They used to guard X7 before the Zone even existed. When C Consciousness's plans went sideways because of Kamanov's meddling, they turned Granite into the first Monolithians. Korshunov was the sole survivor. Watch out for them when you reboot the elevator. I'd help you if I weren't woefully ineffective in combat at the moment.
up and running. Meet me downstairs at X7.
All right, Skiff. It's time for a miracle. Wow. That's it. Stairway to heaven. Flip that switch. Very nice. My entrance ticket. Come on. Looking for Octa. Octa. Oh, there. Service exposed. Ah, I got it. Thank you. I'm going to go there. You're going to stay here. On my command, push that thing up. Don't let me down. Yeah. Ready? Go!
Hector, is this all real?
Reality is whatever you think is real.
Oh, God! He plays so well!
Finally, a superstar.
I still can hear, can see, and feel. Am I really here?
Well, who's talking then?
Many stalkers owe you their life.
Thank you.
Come on, man! Spill it! Who the fuck are you?
The first ride on the Ferris wheel.
And me, Scar. Don't worry, this time you won't have to...
Just a guide. I was only showing the way, right?
All time. It's ours now.
Father.
Poor Scar. We're all to stand upon the sea. Through death, through darkness thus. I choose the nets that swallow me. This mortal coil failed us.